Hi friends, this is Ranjit. Welcome back to our YouTube channel Paradigm CAD Academy. So in today's session, we will be discussing about different types of continuity in automotive design. So as we all know, we will get an class A data from a team of a stylist. Then we need to analyze a given class A data, and then we need to create class B, class C, and we need to create a solid surface. So in order to do this process, the first step is to calibrate a given class A surface. So in order to calibrate or to check whether the given class A surface will satisfy the criteria given by OEM, then we need to carry out a shape analysis. So in shape analysis, we can do a highlight analysis, porcupine curvature analysis, section analysis. So these are the different types of analysis that will let us know whether the given class A surface has been connected properly or has been created properly or not. So in today's session, we will be using a porcupine curvature analysis in order to identify that whether given surfaces are connected by means of G0, G1, G2 or G3 continuity. So before going into that section, let's see what is meant by G0. So G0 means point continuity. So in point continuity, the surfaces are connected by means of a common edge. In case of a G1 continuity, the surfaces are connected by means of tangency with each other. So in case of G2 continuity, they are connected by means of curvature. And in case of G3 continuity, that is a flow continuity, it is a combination of tangent or curvature continuity. So let's see one by one different types of continuity and how to check that. So I have already created two different sketches, and from these two different sketches I have created two different surfaces and I have joined those two surfaces. So after joining them, I have created an intersection between this surface and this plane to get this intersection curvature. So I will just go into freestyle workbench, and in freestyle workbench there is a tab called as shape analysis. So I will select porcupine curvature analysis from shape analysis. So I will just close this toolbar. I will go into this porcupine curvature analysis tab and I will select this curvature. Okay, so as you can see that at the intersection, these red color lines are a comb lines and this green color line is an envelope line. So you can just hide those lines if you don't want to. Again, these curvature comb lines are inversely proportional to this radius of curvature of this arc, or you can say that radius of curvature of this surface. So that means if the radius is a smaller at this location, then the curvature comb curvature lines are bigger in a size, and if the radius of curvature is a bigger, then the curvature comb lines are a smaller heights. So I will just again select this curvature. You can see that the curvature at this location is a smaller. That's why these curvature comb lines are of higher heights, and at this location they are of lower heights. This is because this radius of surface is increasing at this location. So how to identify whether the given surface is connected by means of G0 continuity? That means these curvature comb lines are not continuous one and they are making an angle to each other. So in this way you can identify that the given surface is connected by means of G0 continuity. Then I will just hide this intersect. I will hide this curvature analysis and I will select the intersect of G1 continuity, and I will again use this porcupine curvature analysis and I will select this curvature. So as in this case you can see that this curvature comb line at this location are intersecting for these two surfaces. That means those two surfaces are connected by a common means. Okay, so in order to simplify this, I will just hide this surface and I will just showcase you this surface. Okay, so these two surfaces are connected by a common edge. Okay, so this can be identified that these comb lines are overlapping with each other. But as you can see that these green lines are not continuous one. That means the rate of change of curvature at this location is a sudden one and they are not connected to each other. So in this way we can say that these two surfaces are connected by means of G1 continuity, that is tangent continuity. Okay, so this connection between these two surfaces is a tangent one, and connection between these two surfaces is also a tangent one. Okay, again I will just hide this portion. I will hide this tiling fillet, and I will hide this curvature analysis. I will show the curvature for a third case, that is G2 continuity and the corresponding surface, and I will again go into this Porcupine curvature analysis. I will select this curvature. So in this case you can see that the curvature comb lines are overlapping with each other, that means it is satisfying G0 continuity. Then the radius of the rate of change of this curvature comb lines is a continuous one. In this case, that can be identified by this green color line is connected continuously. It is connected continuously with this envelope lines. That shows that this is connected by means of G2 continuity. Okay, and I will just hide this analysis, and I will hide this curvature line and styling fillet, and I will show the corresponding sketches and surfaces, and I will do Porcupine curvature analysis on this surface. So as is in this case, you can see that this green color line is smooth one connected to this green color envelope line. That means they are connected by means of tangency as well as curvature continuity. Okay, so this is a G3 continuity example. So I will just show the previous analysis, so how to differentiate between these two, G2 and G3. So in case of G2, they are sudden change at this location, but in case of G3 continuity, it is smoother one. And I will show you the G1 continuity. So in G1 continuity, there is no connection between this envelope line. Okay, so the transition is not a proper one or a continuous one. In case of G2 or G3, it is the transition is a continuous one. In this case, it is not a continuous one. And I will show you this analysis. So this will shows that this is, so these two surfaces are connected by means of, so there is an angle between the curvature comb lines at this location. So in this way you can identify these connected surfaces are of G0 continuity. So in order to identify the class A surface, we can say that it should satisfy G2 or G3 continuity. So in case of hood, we should have a G3 continuity between all the surfaces which are connected to hood, and in case of interior parts like dashboard, seating or door panels, those can have G1 continuity, G2 continuity or G3 continuity, because those parts are basically made up of plastic and they are provided with a matte finish. So it doesn't matter whether they are connected by means of G1, G2 or G3 continuity. So that's how you can identify whether a given class A surface is a proper one, and how to distinguish between the different types of continuity by using Porcupine curvature analysis. So if you want to have a more information about this one, you can subscribe to our newly launched course, that is Automotive Design, in which we will be telling you how to create a class A surface, how to use a different workbench, that is Sketch Tracer, generative shape design, freestyle workbenches that is available in a CATIA V5, and from getting this class A surface, you can convert this class A surface into class B surface by taking a corresponding offset, and how to connect this class A surface to class B surface using a class A surface, that will be showing you in this course. Okay, so you can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more information related videos, and if you want to learn how to create this one, you can join our course, that is Automotive Design. Thank you friends.